Hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of today and to another edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10. The show featured 5 matches including one title belt. So yeah, lots going on. We're continuing to build to Double or Nothing, which is kind of getting closer than you think now, to be honest. And yeah, the build to it is looking interesting so far, so let's kick things off. And yeah, it kicked off with a 3-way promo battle between the 3 pillars, not Lane and MJF. They traded verbal barbs while simultaneously emphasising their respect for one another. Towards the end, MJF interrupted to settle the situation as it pertains to his challenger. The world champion confirmed that Guevara and Jungle Boy would clash later on in the Pillars tournament, with a winner going on to face him for the title opportunity at Double or Nothing after facing Alan next week. So yeah, I mean, decent little start to Dynamite, interesting way of doing things. I don't know, I still kind of feel like we're going to end up at a fatal 4-way, but we'll have to see. But yeah, obviously setting things up later for the night, and good promos for all of these. Kind of just outlining their respect for each other, but why they will go on to defeat MJF and all of that. But yeah, bog standard starts Dynamite with a promo, but kind of sets things up. But anyway, in the first match was Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker versus Soho and Storm. The fight started before the bell rung, then it was taken to the ring for the match to start. It was a shot for shot between Storm and Hayter. Baker and Soho were the onside before the Outcasts took control of the bout. Soho wanted to work with Hayter in the ring as the champion sought the hot tag to Brett. As Hayter neared her partner, Storm put the Storm to the tag by wiping Baker from the apron. Storm tagged in, and it was her turn to work slow and meticulous offense on Hayter before bringing Soho back. Saraya found herself getting involved behind the referee's back before Hayter managed to fight her way out and tag Baker in. The hot tag including a sling blade from Baker to Storm, followed by a super kick to Soho. After some back and forth action, Hayter hit Storm with a sliding lariat, but the pin was broken up at 2. Storm then thought she won the match shortly afterwards, and Baker had struck the women's title belt without the referee noticing. Baker then kicked out at 2 before rallying back to take control. Soho kicked out to Panama Sunrise, but had no choice but to tap out to the lockjaw. And yeah, this gets 7 out of 10 for me. This is a really good match. Interesting dynamics between all the competitors here, I thought. And yeah, really worked well on the whole. So yeah, gets 7 out of 10 for me. And yeah, at the moment, I really am intrigued to see where the women's division is going at the moment. The Elite were out to cut a promo on the BCC, and Danielson interrupted Omega on the screen before the BCC descended upon the ring to ambush Kenny and the Bucks. The Brawl saw the BCC take out before Don Callis brought out Takeshita to make the save and closed with Takeshita standing with the Elite. And yeah, this was very good. Probably the highlight of Dynamite for me. Takeshita and the Elite could work so well recently. The Don Callis stuff, it all came round to that stuff. Made sense. So yeah, this was great. It was then time for Powerhouse versus Wardlow. Hobbs started off strong, getting the better of an exchange and landing multiple belly suplexes. It was then taken outside with Wardlow driving his opponent over the barricade and into the fans. The pair fought in the crowd before Wardlow brought Hobbs back into the ring area, and Hobbs started to make a retreat. Wardlow seemingly went for a spear but found himself charged into steel sets when Hobbs sidestepped. Back in the ring, Hobbs was surely in control with slow and meticulous offense. Wardlow then fought back while on the top rope before landing a senton bomb to the champion. With the pair on their feet, they exchanged clubbing blows before Wardlow powered through and landed consecutive Germans. There was a brief spot between Arn and QT Marshall, which Marshall performed only for Penta to ambush him from the top rope. Wardlow signalled Powerful Symphony in the ring to capture the TNT title after a surprising 3 count. And Jet did not see this coming, like I say. But I don't know, I kind of feel like we need to stop hot potatoing the TNT title and go on a really lengthy run. But to be honest, Wardlow, I don't know, I really want to see him succeed with the belt, and yeah, I think it's good move making a champion again. I'm intrigued to see where it goes. So it gets 7 out of 10 for me, but yeah, given time to shine with this belt, please. Commando was then in action against Jay White, and he took the early stage of the battle with his fast-paced offense. White regained control and Commando went for a moonsault to the outside. Switchblade avoided the move and planted Commando with a suplex to the apron. There was a brief interaction between White and the outside with Sean Spears, who was watching. White planted his opponent with cuts, which Spears graded with laminated numbers he was holding. White tried to put Spears behind with a pinfall, but Commando kicked out of both attempts. Commando then rallied back and almost had White pin with a roll-up, but for a millisecond. But the comeback was short-lived as Switchblade returned with his signature chops to the chest. Commander then rolled back once more and delivered his amazing rope walk dive to the outside before hitting a shooting star press for a drawing 2 count. He further landed the Phoenix Splash, but again drew a 2, and Commander had White locked in a submission before White reversed the move into a half and half suplex followed by the Blade Runner for the pinfall win. And yeah, this gets 7 out of 10 for me. This was a really, really good match, and after the match, Commander had officially been signed by AEW. Yeah, like I said, really, really good match. just kind of for AEW fans who may not know what they can do, they really showed it here, and it was good. Jay White getting a win, obviously makes sense as well. And just really excited to see what both of these can do in the company. Adam Cole and Chris Jericho were then having a promo segment, and Cole talked about his admiration for YTJ, which wasn't reciprocated, and Jericho laid into Cole before ambushing him. Britt Baker came out to save her, but the Outcasts emerged to help Jericho. They beat down Baker, and Cole was forced to watch. Really like this segment, really showing off the heels. At the same time, building empathy for Cole and all of that. So for me, this segment really worked as we begin this feud. The Acclaimed and Billy Gunn then took on Hager, Maynard, and Baker. The JAS attacked as soon as the Acclaimed and the Guns into the ring, but they quickly turned things around. They kept Parker isolated with some quick tags and double team moves. Gunman and Hager then traded power bombs. Daddy Ace then hit finisher, but Hager picked him up for a slam for a 2 count. Bowens and Maynard then tagged in and started exchanging strikes. Parker nailed Bowens with his comb, but wasn't able to win the match. Gunton took it from him and broke it up before Bowens and Caster finished Parker off with a mic drop. It gets 6 out of 10 for me. Wasn't a bad match or anything like that. Just kind of felt like in that pre-main event stuff, where you go and do what you want to do for a bit while you prepare for the main event. That's kind of what it felt like. So unfortunately, only gets 6 out of 10 for me. But it wasn't bad action at all. Sammy Guevara then took on Jungle Boy in our main event. The pair got off to a hot start as Darby Allin was shown to be watching on from the rafters. Not long into the match, and Guevara had already landed a Spanish fly from the top rope down to the floor. Sammy rolled into the ring as the ref made the count, but Jungle Boy followed shortly after. Guevara kicked Jungle Boy back out of the ring before throwing him into the guardrail. The pair then exchanged shots to the chest as they fought in the crowd. Guevara took control and they had Jungle Boy down in the middle of the ring for a short while after. The pair left it all in the ring as they went back and forth, and before Guevara had to escape the snare trap with the rope break. Jungle Boy then took to the top rope, but Guevara hit a drop kick to the outside, which sent him flying through the table in the timekeeper's area. Guevara then grabbed the referee, and MJF emerged to attack Jungle Boy on the outside, allowing Guevara to win this week's main event by count out. We saw teasers early on, but this made sense. I think this is where it's kind of all lead to a fatal 4-way, to be honest. This definitely worked for me. Can kind of see the long time direction with it as well, which was really good. Definitely intrigued to see where it goes as well. But banger match, 7 out of 10. Enjoying all of this Phil Pillars stuff, to be honest. Overall, AEW Dynamite gets 7 out of 10 from me. A solid episode of Dynamite this week for me. Really good match quality throughout. I'm building up the stories nicely for Double or Nothing now. So for me, a really enjoyable episode of Dynamite, and really intrigued by the direction, to be honest, we're heading in. Good stuff on the whole, and gets a 7 out of 10 from me. But anyway, guys, that's it for video. Thanks very much for watching. To like, share, subscribe, for wrestling news, and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.